And we're back for another episode. In this episode I'm going to be doing the level 50 Black Mage quest. So I'm here in Eastern Fanalan, at the Burgundy Falls, which is the entrance towards the Burning Wall. And the reason I'm here is because this is where you go to do the Black Mage quest after about level 40, I think. So I need to talk to Kazag Shah and see what we need to do for the level 50 quest. So the quest is called Always Bet on Black. It will get me the Wizard's Coat and I'll earn the ability Flare. It says deals fire damage with a potency of 260 to a target and enemies near it. Grants Astral Fire free and removes Umbral Ice, duration 10 seconds. Okay. So Kazak Shah awaits you with news. So you have gathered the first 4 artifacts, Mithrie. That is no small feat. Yet I fear little time remains. If the tablet of Dazar's great ancestor is to be believed, there is yet one more. Attempting to seal the Void Gate before you have found them all would be the height of folly. Our search for the Solace of the God continues. I have gone through all of the records left by my great-grandfather, yet have discovered little. The only seemingly relevant passage I have found was his last. He put it to paper some 100 years ago, just before bidding farewell to his home. The true power of the destruction will be awoken in the most sacred of places. The power of destruction is black magic, of course, but as to what is meant by this awakening, I fear I am at a loss. You believe that Dozar and Dozal Melok's ancestors might know more? To be sure, they were witness to the same events, and it is true that they too left their homes 100 years ago and were damned for traitors. It could be mere coincidence, but no, I do not think that likely. I fear this foreshadows our doom. Should you find or else, I beseech you to tell me at once. I will also continue the search for answers. The tablet seems to suggest that the way to the solace of the gods and the final relic will be made known in time, yet we can scarce afford to wait idly by. Both Dozal Melok and Dazar understand this urgency and have already returned to their respective homelands to delve into this matter. And now to your next task. You must return to he who first bound you, our 4 fates together, the prophet Kukuruka. Perhaps his words can guide us once more. So we need to talk to Lale in Uldar. So let's quickly teleport there. Okay, so he is here. So I guess I'm going to quickly teleport to the Weaver's Guild and run from there. So A for I, A for Nat, Weaver's Guild. Sprint, sprint, sprint. Okay, so here is Lale. So it says, please, you must help me. Kukuruka has disappeared. That man is no messenger of Naldfal. He is a miscreant and a charlatan, one guilty of the most heinous of crimes. None had seen him for days. I became worried and entered his chambers to see that he was well, though he prohibited me from doing so. Within I found only evidence of his deception. The records he has hidden were damning. I know now why he was condemned as the greatest criminal of his day. 100 years past, he conspired with Magi from the beast tribes to summon a creature known as Barbatus, a monstrosity that was meant to destroy all of Eorzea. Their plot was discovered by the order of Nutfal, and the Void Gate was sealed before Barbatus could emerge. Kukuruka was cast into the Marasaja pit for his crime, where he was to rot until his last breath. The Order was loath to let word of this spread, fearing others might someday seek to succeed where Kukuruka failed, and so they left no record of the plot, save a few inscrutable parchments, intelligible only to those to whom the secret was known. These were the last words I found among the scribblings. 4 is the answer. 4 spells of black, 4 artifacts of eld, the blood of 4 races. By 4 alone shall the true power of destruction be awoken from the Void Gate. Mithrie, black magic is not the key to sealing the Void Gate, it is a key to opening it. Kukuruka used us to revive his dark heart, and now means to finish what he began a century ago. What fools we were to believe his lies. Please, Mithrie, you must stop him before it is too late. Hurry to Naal's reflection in southern Fanalan. Okay, so we need to go to southern Fanalan, and we need to go to here. So I'm going to quickly teleport to Little Alamigo, run from there. Okay, so I'm using the mount roulette. It will summon a random mount every time I use it, which is really cool. Which is a new feature in patch 2.16, and I do have a full detailed summary of all of 2.16 in one of the previous episodes. Okay, so we need to go down this tunnel to the right. Okay, so pink line means that this is the entrance to a fight. So it says duty calls, commence battle for always bet on black. If your level is above 50, it will be synced. Proceed. So it seems we're doing another gargoyle fight. Okay, so I'm going to do Swift Cast, Fire 3, and then spam Fire 1 until I'm out of mana. Then Blizzard 3, Thunder 3. Obviously avoid attacks like that. And then Fire 3, spam Fire 1. So this is the rotation I go for because you can do it forever and it works pretty well. focus the big guy. I don't think these little ones are much of a threat. Keep going, keep going. Okay, almost there. Maybe I'm pulling too much threat, who knows. There you go. Easy peasy. So the little ones were doing such little damage to Dazar that I thought, whatever, let's just focus the big one. So it says, you deceive the soul you have, pay you will. You are the one of Hately Melok's get, are you not? Mother of mother of mother, her name you know. And you, Amalja, yes, you are of the line of Kazib Cha, I can see it. And Kobold, though your veins course the blood of Dagu, does it not? And last but not least, the Black Mage Mithrie, splendidly done. A few could have vanquished Barbatos as you have. No doubt you are all eager to hear what truly transpired 100 years ago. Being a kindly soul, I shall tell you. I was an ambitious mage in my youth, insatiable in my thirst for knowledge of the arcane. In the course of my studies, I discovered ancient writings which I told of a black mage, a magic capable of destroying as only the gods can. It was innocent at first until it wasn't, but then questions began to arise in my mind that demanded answers. Where had all the black mages of old gone? Why had the existence of the art been hidden? And so I probed endlessly, tirelessly. The more I uncovered, the more it drew me in. There was such power to be had. I was not merely ambitious, I was also vainglorious. I desired recognition, difference. By accomplishing that which no other could, I sought to make my legacy an eternal one. Yet the pursuit of black magic was trying. I would pass days, weeks, months at a time, unsure of how to proceed, and what little progress did come came but slowly. It was then I met your ancestors. The gem of Shatoto, the power to sense magic, the relics, all of these things I owe to them. With their vast knowledge, the slow crawl of my studies turned to leaps and bounds. I dare say your ancestors sought the same recognition as I. Kazib Shah, ridiculed by the Amalja for his ingenious analysis of worldly phenomena. Hatali Melok named as a pariah for not sharing in the small-minded prejudices of the exile. Dagu, a victim of his kind's idiocy, bound never to leave the land of the kobolds. We toiled together, learning what we could. We learned, and learn we did. much and more. Imagining we had gleaned all that was to be known, we prepared to hold a dark rite, one we believe would restore black magic to its fullest expression. I do not know what came over me. Blinded by my own lust for power, I altered one of the incantations. It was arrogant, foolish. Our command over the ancient powers we summoned was lost. I watched as the chaotic aether washed over my friends, ripping them apart, only to fuse them together into an abomination. One, you couldn't mean that thing we just saw. Yes, when I saw what my hubris had created, I mustered all my strength to see Barbatos sealed behind the Void Gate, sealed yet not defeated. Yet I felt myself corrupted by the Aether and was unsure whether I could hold my powers in check. Fearful, I returned to Uldar, where I manipulated the minds of a few thaumaturges of the Order into believing I had committed some terrible crime. Only with me confined to the depths of the Marasaja pit could the realm be safe. And there I remained, waiting for the coming of one with the power to purify the Aether of those three friends with whom I once shared a dream. I do not expect your forgiveness, but I am truly sorry. No word Duzul has, only squawk. I am not long for this world. Here, take this relic while I still have strength enough to offer it. The fifth artifact? Yes, the fifth. Welcome to the solace of the gods. Perhaps you know it better as Gnarl's reflection, as most do. Truly remarkable, Mithrie. You have succeeded where many great mages have failed, mastered what we sought to master. I can now rest, knowing that this power is safe with you. It is for you to set the hatreds of the past aright. My time to join Thal has come. May he greet me as a friend. Cool. So now we need to talk to each of the mages. So then it is over, finished, ended, over. We did all we could, and the souls of Kukuruka and the others have been saved. The legends carried by my forebears have had their final chapter written this day. I confess there is a sadness in that. I am proud to call you friend, Mithrie, brethren, sister, friend, now and always, no matter how divergent our paths from here. So, yes, you are the true mage of the Black now. Pray grace we kobolds in Lenosia with your presence someday. Okay, so next. So it says, to think, Kukuruka carried that anguish 100 years, long years. His crime was born of the hubris of youth, yet his atonement came from the wisdom of old age. His soul has found peace, and it is not our place to linger and disturb it. Come, let us return to Burgundy Falls. So there's old Melloc. It says, century-old plan this was, fulfilled his purpose, Kukuruka did. Mother of mother of mother, forgiven Kukuruka she has. Think so, Dozol does. Finished the story is. Had much fun Dozol did, like mother of mother of mother. Grand fun she had too, Dozol hopes. Farewell, Mithrie, we meet again someday, Dozol hopes. Okay, so let's go to Burgundy Falls, quickest way, teleport to Camp Drybone. Make sure when you're teleporting you actually click the right button as well. Okay. So now we're quickly going to head back to Burgundy Falls, which is right there. And I'm curious with my gear, given it's item level 70, how hard Flare will hit. So I'm going to test it out once I get it. So it's raining here in Eastern Fanalan. And something they've added to the game as well is that when it rains, you can see your character is visibly wet. So if I quickly stop, you can see that her robe is soaked. That's why it's got this colour and light to it. And that's another feature they added literally today with the launch of patch 2.16. So we're almost there. So it's nice seeing these other stories and lore of the game, learning some of the history of Eorzea, things that have happened in the past, and every single class at level 50 does have more stories. So that's why I've loved seeing all of the story quests, and I have all of them on my YouTube channel. So the only one left for me to do is Monk. So here is Kazakh Char. So he says, things have come to an end, it would seem. Both the threads which bound us all and this tragedy tapestry they wove. Most mystery things, these lives we lead. Do you recall when the words of so many legends and prophecies first brought you to me? It was here at these same Burgundy Falls. We have spoken much here since then. Yet I never imagined this day would come. I stand before you now with no regrets. I am grateful to the gods for letting our paths cross. Dazal, Melok, Dazar, and you, Mithrie Menethil. I count you all as my brethren in black. Together we have seen the souls of our ancestors given peace. And I too now feel a happiness I have never known. You have become a true Black Mage, my friend, and more than that, a true friend, Black Mage. Let the dark art we share be a symbol of our bond, I should say, and that undying in shadow or light by day or night. Okay, so let's complete the quest. There we go, we've now done Flare. And I got the wizard's coat as well. So I'm going to quickly just see what it looks like. So, here we go. So, yeah, it does look pretty awesome, but unfortunately the Dark Light item is just better in terms of stats. So, but I'm going to keep it anyway, just in case, for sake of vanity and so on. And I do have Flare now, which, as you can see, with the mana amount, it says all. So it will use, depending how much mana you have, so if you're full mana, it will literally just do the maximum hit. So I'm going to just quickly cast it on this guy. Okay, so hit for 500. But then again, I didn't have Astral Free up, so that's probably why it didn't hit so hard. So I'm going to do it again, but with Astral Free up. So to do that, I'm going to quickly do Fire Free and then Flare. There you go. So it hit for 1,000, which is quite nice, given that it hits a target plus, I think, 2 others next to it at least, which is really awesome as an attack. So I'm going to quickly now return to Gridania, store my wizard coat into the armoire in the inn room, and that'll be it. And then I can get on and start leveling Monk, and then I'll be done with leveling on this character for hopefully for quite a while. So here's the innkeeper. Okay, tied to in room. So armoire, store an item, so I can always make sure that my armory chest is as tidy as possible. So that's in there now. So anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Mithrie.